CapeCast.
Let me show you to you how it really is. Now that's a rib. A little over 2 pounds, baby back rib, classic. You can see the rub that came from what is no longer rubbed rub. Instead it's done with the vacuum tumbler, but that's the old family secret of the sugar and the salt and the paprika and the various kinds of granulated seasonings that we put in. And you can see how that is. I mean, that is just a nice piece of meat.
Those are the words of Dave Reese, the cosmic force behind Dave's Cape Cod Smokehouse in Harwich, home to some of the best ribs we've ever tasted. Dave is an Einstein of barbecue and has created a large-scale flavor infusion facility that includes a vacuum spice tumbler, a cold smoking room, and a custom-designed Ferris wheel-like cooker to ensure large batch deliciousness. But the basic theories Dave uses to make mouth-watering barbecue can be learned by the backyard griller. Listen to Dave and be a hero at your next barbecue.
What is it about those delicious ribs?
They have to be cooked in the right environment where they don't burn and they get tender.
Here at your restaurant, they're done with some high-tech stuff that you've designed and put together over the years, but the theory behind them can be applied to the backyard cooker, the barbecue guy in the backyard.
The key to it is temperature. If you can get a simple thermometer and you will put it into the bones of your basic, call it pork to begin with. Pork has to be 165 degrees before it even starts to get ready. Bone temperature, inside temperature, and you've got to bring it up to 190 degrees in a period of about a half an hour. You could do it less. You might get it there in, say, 10 or 15 minutes, but you don't get it there by turning these great flames all the way up. You get it there by taking it nice and slow up there. And when that gets to 190 degrees, it's done. It's ready to eat.
So it sounds like a lot of what the backyard barbecuer could do to help this battle is lower heat, somehow not getting involved with that sort of macho, big flame super thing that goes on.
Great patience. And it's another thing here. With the patience, you have time to give it the smoke. And smoke is, I think, very critical to how your meat's going to taste. And you want to pick out, for example, I prefer hickory. Other people like apple or cherry or mesquite. That's all fine. You're the one for that. But how do you make this mesquite or hickory give you the smoke you want?
And these are like the kind of chips you can buy and bring into your backyard environment. Absolutely. And so it's a question of how you work with those to bring something good to your meat. What do you do with those chips when you get them?
Right. First thing you shouldn't do is burn them as they are. You want to first check to see where they came from before you bought them, so you've got some idea what it says on that label. And secondly, you want the chips not huge hunks. You don't want hunks, because you want something you can soak. The better smoke is from the water. That means you're going to sit these pieces of wood, and that's why we use chips, maybe for as much as 3 or 4 weeks. Put them in a rain barrel, put them in a big bucket, change the water now and then. You might even want to put a little sugar in that water. You could do anything. You could give it taste. So soak it good. Put it in a package of some kind. Could be foil. It could be cast iron. You can buy this commercially for $2 or $3. And put your chips in there, and you can lay them on the charcoal, or lay them on the wood pieces, or lay them on the propane gas. They have this volcano stone. All of that makes it good. We think that this is probably 50 years of experience coming up in a rib, and to make it about as good as you can make a rib taste. Barbecuing is fun.
What is the elemental nature of it that like gets you going and your mouth watering? Are you going back to caveman days, or what is it?
There's something there in us that says we want to eat meat and we want it to taste good. And you know, the tongue, the taste buds, they know it. It's not the mind. It's not up here in the head. It's right there. And so those taste buds guide us.
CapeCast.